Before I start, I want to say in my shop right now, I have early bird gets the rims for 5 diamonds. So go pick one up. I made it all by myself. Hope you guys like it. So I would like to touch base today with something very important to me. Um, Essentially, I have a big problem with the Animal Museum like economy. Not classic. I think classic is okay. It's the Play Wild one I'm a little concerned about because it is actually ridiculous. I don't know if it's ever changed in the past 2 years, like drastically, to the point where what I'm saying is not going to be accurate, but we need to talk, okay? Because it's just getting out of hand. So, the other night, I was looking at Animal Jam's Instagram, like, Reels, and normally I do go on Reels, but I don't look at Animal Jam's profile. And I was just a little bit curious. So I knew that in 2023, I think, maybe it was earlier or later, they had like this rainbow box set or whatever, and you had to pay real money for it. And essentially, it was like you had a rainbow pet token, you had a, a rainbow den item token, and you had like, or not token, but you know what I mean. Or maybe it was. I don't remember anymore. But I thought that was already weird because why are you making people put in real life money to have a rainbow pet or like a rainbow whatever? And that's just one thing cuz like they already had a lot of microtransactions, so I was like, okay, well, maybe I don't care that much. But recently I saw a few new things they've added. First of all, dream tokens or wish tokens, whatever they're called. Um, you can make a dream to have this pet, and I think it was. I mean, one of them was the griffin, but I don't know what else they had because I'm not too focused on the other ones, and I'm only focused on the griffin for a specific reason. Um, Essentially, you buy these with real money, right? And every time you wish for something, it's one dream token or wish token. So let's say like you go over to that wish thing, right? And you say, "Oh, well, I want a pet griffin." And you can keep using dream tokens for the specific things like the color, the pattern, the eyes, the eye color, the pattern color, like all those things, and like the scales. I don't remember what the fuck it was at this point, but like you get the idea. You're spending money to like build your dream griffin thing. And there's other pets. I just don't remember them right now. But um again, I thought that was a little strange, already given the fact that like Animal Jam Play Wild just has so many microtransactions for a game about five, like not about 4 or 5 year olds. Sorry. So why on earth are you like making these wish tokens, these rainbow tokens, these glitter tokens? Um, and the thing about that is, I have seen that this pet griffin. I don't know if you guys are aware because I don't know how many of you play classic and play wild. I would assume not that many of you. The griffin when it does the playing animation, it's literally mewing. Like I want you to grasp this concept real quick. Imagine a 3D model Animal Jam, someone 3D modeled out of sheer will. Um, this griffin, it does the shushing thing with its finger, and then it mews with the same finger. Like it's bye bye, whatever the hell that is. Okay. Um, I need you to imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine your child comes up to you, Mom, can you please buy me the wish tokens so I can have a griffin that mews and I can put my rainbow and glitter skibidi toilet on it? I'm just no. I don't know how to feel about that. Um, but of course, this all ties into economy somehow. So not only is this game loaded with microtransactions, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be sought out after a griffin that mews with rainbow and glitter shit all over it, okay? I don't know what point I'm really trying to grasp here. It feels like the game is taken over by real economics, but it's so, like, it's just weird things, too. Because I remember when a flower crown was, like, the rarest item in the game. This was, like, 2015, maybe, okay? And I know there's rarer items than a glitter rainbow griffin that mews. I understand that completely. Um, but imagine having like Animal Jam Classics economy. Now imagine they just sprinkle random like microtransaction items here and there that kind of just like wreck it. I heard about someone who was like, I think it was like a bot, and it was buying wish tokens for like 5,000 what do you call it? Sapphires. Also, that was off topic. I just got a necklace out of that. Are you serious? Um, but you get my point. I'm sure there's something severely wrong if you're continuously making these microtransactions. How do you even keep up with the system at that point? And for such stupid things too. Like, would I love to have a griffin that can mew? Absolutely. I would be using that animation everywhere I go. In fact, I would probably put it into my daily schedule to use that, but unfortunately, I have a life to live, and I'm not really that young anymore, so I can't really squeeze that into my time. But you get what I mean. And I think the economy was already awful because I would play Animal Jam Play Wild like 2020 at one point, and there's just so many items to base rarity off of, if that makes sense. Because like on Classic, you have your Rare Item Mondays, your Den betas, your clothing betas, your spikes. So those are like the backbone of pretty much everything you sought after. Like, oh, you want this random item? Yeah, it's probably like a few rims. Oh, you want a headdress? That's probably like like 10, 15 spike collars, black long spike collars. See, that makes sense after a while because some people will say, "Oh, that's really confusing," but eventually they do get it, and like I understand the weirdness of it. But then you get into Animal Jam Play Wild, and it's like I think at one point, let's looking for this item. It's like blank amount of dual samurai swords. I'm like, okay, what's that samurai sword worth? And it's like, oh, this amount of mystical amulets. I'm like, okay, what's that worth? And it just like kept going and going. It was like really weird. I didn't know how to describe it. I thought like blackout spike collars were the main thing, but no, it was more like just these random beta items, and then you had like, and then after that it was like forest gauntlets. And I think the main difference is like there's so many items that are like kind of like beta in that game, and it kind of overweighs the like den betas or clothing betas that we have in the game, like Classic. So that just adds on to the confusing part of it to the point where like I cannot even step foot in that game. I cannot even try to get rich because how am I going to know what anything is worth when the worth is based off of so many different items in the first place? Like I remember looking at like the top 10 rarest items on PlayWow because I was kind of curious. I was never going to get those, to be honest. I would not play and get those items in a game where you can be a rainbow glitter mewing griffin. But why on earth? I mean, it was like airplane wings. How do you get airplane wings? I don't remember. I couldn't tell you how to get airplane wings. I don't remember how to get the other colors either. It was like a certain amount of blue airplane wings. I don't know. Like, I think it's just so out of line to what we have. So I don't know if I'm even like being biased or if this is really just a concern with all Animal Jam Play Wild players. Because I just don't get it, and I don't think I ever will, and that's really why I don't like Animal Jam Play Wild. I hope you enjoyed, guys, because I totally did. Um, Someone motivated me by saying they saw my video and they recommended. It's like, oh, that's really cool. And I said I was gonna make a video today, and they're like, oh yeah, you totally should because you're really funny. And I really appreciate it, Loki.